Hi everyone, it's Sandy and thank you for joining me here on my YouTube channel. I've been seeing a lot of these really fun projects that I'm going to show you in this video on Instagram, on Pinterest and also on YouTube as well. They are the paper fringe heart-shaped embellishments. I'm sure most of you have also seen these as well. I've been wanting to make these for quite some time, but I've just never gotten around to it or tried it out, so I thought I'm going to give it a go, and I thought these are really fun to make. So I did make a few and I'm going to show the ones that I've made and also how you can make one as well if you want to give this a go. The only difference with the ones that I've made and the ones that I've seen, they stitch the paper fringe to the base and then layering it and then stitching them onto each layer. I didn't take my sewing machine out, I just glued the paper fringes on top of one another. So it turned out the same. So this is one of the heart-shaped ones that I've made. And these would look really great to add to all of your projects as well. And just use your paper scraps to make these little fringes. And this is another one that I've made here. And I used a gold glitter paper to cut out the heart shape, and this one here is the silver one. I think that just gives a little bit more sparkle to the embellishment as well. And these ones here, I made them out of circle shapes, so you can use all different shapes as your base and then use your paper fringes to layer it. You can use rectangle shapes, square shapes, diamond shape, any shape, but most of them that I've seen are usually the heart shaped ones. But I think the circle shaped ones look really cute as well. This one here, I think it's just under 1.5 inches in size for these little circle ones. So they're the heart ones that I've made. And then I also made it for a tag. So this is a tag here, and I just paper layered the fringes just halfway onto the tag. And then I finished it off with the paper ruffled paper embellishment on the back, and then I placed this little bow that I made out of what do they call them? Cupcake liners. And then I attached the sentiment just onto a little pin here onto the tag which says "just for you." So that's just another great way you could use your paper fringe layering. You can add them to a tag, onto your shapes, and just use your paper scraps and then just layer them. I didn't coordinate any of mine, I just sort of just placed them on top and they still turn out really well. So they're those ones. And this paper cupcake liner bows, I made a few. So this is another one. These are really fun as well to make, and these also another fun way to make your bows. So if you wanted to see how these are made, I could do a tutorial for you and show you how to make these little cupcake liner bows. Alright, so I'm just going to show the ones, I'm going to show you how I made them. So I'm going to just use the gold glitter cardstock because they're nice and sturdy and they're quite thick. And I'm going to just use the gold one here. And all you do is you just grab your paper scraps, like your strips, like these ones, and I cut my strips down to the width of about 3/4 of an inch, and just the length is about 4 inches in length. Yeah, so 3/4 of an inch. And I also cut another little piece of some scrap about 1/2 an inch wide as well. So all I've done here, I've got some of these, I don't know what you call these kind of scissors, and when you cut it, they cut out the little strips to make a fringe. I don't know, I don't even remember where I bought this because I've had this for quite a while. And all I do here, so I have my base shape, and with the paper, if you don't have one of these scissors, you can just use your normal scissors and then just cut little strips to make the fringe. But I'm going to use this one because it cuts out a few strips, and I just cut it just like that, and I don't cut it all the way, I just sort of cut it so it's about 1/4 of an inch from the edge, and I just sort of keep going like that till I get to the end. And if you have long strips of scrap paper, you can just keep going, and then you can use the extra bit on another shape. So I've cut that one out, and these are some of the other ones that I've already trimmed off. As you can see, that's how the fringe looks. It's really easy, and if you don't, just use your pair of scissors, and then just sort of, you can just cut them like that. But I'm going to use this heart, so I'm just going to grab 3 pieces of my scrap papers. All I used was only 3 different scraps, and then 1 piece just to finish off the top. So what I've got here is my heart shape base. I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to use this one. So I've got 3 pieces here, and you're just going to need some glue. Again, you can sew your paper if you want, like I've seen on that I've seen around, but I'm too lazy to use my sewing machine. I find it just takes too much time for me, and I like to do quick projects. Okay, so I'm going to start with this one first, and what I do is I like to leave a little bit of the gold glitter peeking out. As you can see, like these ones here, you can see that it's got a little gold peeking out, and then I'm going to place the fringe paper strip just there, so leaving a little bit. So if I want it there, I'm just going to apply a little bit of glue to the back of the fringe strip. Not all the way, because it's not a full length of paper. So I'm going to just place that there. So I like to start from the bottom and work my way up. I mean, I don't know how anyone else does it, but this is the way I do mine. So I'm just going to place that there, and just trying to get it as straight as I can, and leaving that little bit peeking out. Then I'm going to grab my next layer and do the same, and just put some glue to the back, and then I'm going to place this one on the top, and just leaving about 1/4 of an inch of the bottom fringe showing, and then placing the next one on the top, and just make sure that it overhangs over the edge of your shape just a little bit. So I'm happy with that. Then I'm going to grab my final piece. I'm going to use this one. I think I'm going to use that shape with those little pink showing. I'm just going to put some glue to this side. Again, just leaving a little bit overhanging on that edge, and just placing that as even as I can. So they're the 3 pieces of fringe strips layered, and then I just like to finish mine off. So normally what I've seen is they just stitch along each layer, just along there, to hold it in place. But like I said, I'm just using some glue, and this is just a little piece of strip. I'm just going to finish it off here, and I'm just going to put that there. I mean, you can just leave it like that if you like, or you can add another layer of fringe on top if you wish, but I like mine with just 3 pieces, and I'm going to place that there. And again, I like to leave a little bit of the heart shape with the gold glitter peeking on the top, just to give it more sparkle to the embellishment. So I'm going to let that sit for a minute. I'm just going to grab, I've got these little stickers with these little gold strips. I'm just going to grab that because I didn't bring it over to my table. And I think it's just another great way to just finish off the edging of where your joints are. So this is the gold strip of paper that I have. I think I got this from a craft fair here in Sydney a while back, and they were like $2 a sheet, and I think these are so great. You get all these different little strips of stickers that you can add. So I'm going to, actually I'll do that at the end. I'm just going to do this first. So once all your glue has set, you're just going to turn that around, you're going to grab some good sharp scissors, and we're just going to cut around around the heart shape edge, and we're going to cut out the excess bit of the fringe, and then do the same to this side. So then when you turn it over, you've got your paper fringe heart embellishment all just about done, and it looks really, really cute. So again, I'm just going to finish it off with the gold strip like I have here. So I like using this one here. Just going to cut a little piece of this off, and I'm just going to place it on the bottom here, just to cover that joint. And just doing that, and I'm just going to cut off that little bit. Look how cute that turned out. Turned out really cute. I'm just going to fix this corner up. So that is my heart fringe. And now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to, I've got here, I just move these over. I've just got some other little pieces of that I'm just going to add to this heart shape. I'm just going to add another smaller shape heart that I punched out with my paper punch, just to add a bit more dimension to the heart. Just looks a little bit plain this way. So I'm just going to place a foam dot on the back. I'm going to place this just in the middle. Hopefully that's centered. Just to pop it out a little bit. And then I'm going to add one of these cute little bow, using my bow die. And I'm just going to put some glue to the back, and then just adhere it to the heart in the middle. And I might just see if I've got some bling, flat back. Oh, I haven't got any here on the other side. Okay, let me just add this to the center. And that's my little finished heart shape embellishment with the fringe layering. And then with the circle one, it's done the same way, and I'm just going to add a similar, I've got this little circle shape that I also use my paper punch. I'm going to do the same thing and add that to the middle, because I'm actually going to use this one on another project, which I will show you that project in my next video. And it's a 6x6 little pocket flip book, so I want to use this one on that project. So I'll place that little circle shape to add some dimension, and I've got one of my word sentiments that says "so lovely." I'm just going to cut this down. Place that there, just trim this up a little bit more. Right. Just add some glue, and again, you can do whatever you like with these fringe embellishments. You can add these onto cards, onto little pockets. Got glue everywhere. Alright, so I'm going to place that just here. And then I'm going to add this to my next project. So these are just my little fun fringe, paper fringe shape embellishments. So yeah, I just want to share with you guys my little project, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.